Everybody keeps asking, is the U.S. housing market going to crash? Wrong question. The real story isn't whether it crashes, it's where it's quietly cracking right now. Because housing collapses don't announce themselves. They whisper, and suddenly, one morning your neighbor's house is listed for tens of thousands less than last year, and it's still not selling. Some markets are already bending, some will stumble quietly, and some people won't see it coming until it's too late. Let's break it down. Number 1. Miami, Florida. Florida wasn't a fluke. It was the first place where the math stopped working. Prices surged during the pandemic like gravity didn't exist. Condos flipped before the paint dried. Everyone suddenly thought they were a real estate genius. Then reality hit. Insurance doubled. Property taxes climbed. HOA fees ballooned. And it's not just numbers. People's daily lives started changing. Utilities increased. Flood zones became more expensive. Even moving to a different neighborhood felt impossible. People didn't stop wanting Florida. They stopped being able to afford it. Inventory stacked. Price cuts multiplied. Sellers learned buyers don't care what a house was worth in 2022. Florida isn't crashing overnight. It's deflating slowly, and slow deflations hurt more people than sudden drops. Number 2. Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix became one of the hottest markets almost overnight. Prices jumped at record speed. Investors piled in. Builders never slowed. Buyers, they did. Supply rose, demand thinned. Sellers chased the market down while calling it temporary. But here's the kicker. Phoenix had an affordability problem even before the pandemic. Wages weren't keeping up. Local residents were being pushed out. And now even mid-level earners are struggling to find something under $1 million. That's not hype. That's reality. Number 3. Austin, Texas. Austin exploded during the remote work boom. Jobs were booming. Tech migration surged. No state income tax made it look different. But prices ran miles ahead of wages. Builders flooded the market. Resale sellers now compete with brand new homes offering incentives. When builders start buying down rates and throwing in perks, it's not generosity. It's pressure. And pressure always shows up in prices. Even lifestyle-wise, people started noticing cracks. Traffic worsened. School zones became unaffordable. The city's cool factor started coming with a hefty price tag. Number 4. Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas relies heavily on tourism and discretionary income. Short-term rentals exploded. Everyone had a cash flow property, until bookings slowed. Now, the numbers only work on spreadsheets. Markets built on investors don't fall because nobody wants to buy. They fall because too many people want out at the same time. Even locals are starting to notice the change. Restaurants close earlier. Some neighborhoods feel emptier. And suddenly, that Vegas dream property doesn't feel like a safe bet. Price drops accelerate that way. Number 5. Boise, Idaho. Boise became a pandemic darling. Homes doubled. Locals got priced out. Remote workers arrived, then quietly left. Demand vanished. Prices stayed high. Now families are moving further out. Commuting hours grow longer. Community feel changes. That gap doesn't last forever. Eventually, prices follow demand, not hype. Number 6. Tampa, Florida. Tampa is quietly cracking. Rents flattened, insurance surged, taxes climbed. Investors are pulling back. Owner-occupiers are stretched thin. Even lifestyle perks don't help anymore. Beachfront homes are expensive. Traffic is worse. Restaurants feel pricier. When rent growth stalls, prices usually follow. If you're watching this and thinking, why does this sound exactly like my city? You're not crazy. Hit subscribe if you want breakdowns like this without the hype, because the next 12 months will separate informed buyers from emotional ones. All right, back to it. Number 7. San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio didn't explode loudly. It crept. Prices rose slowly but steadily. Wages lagged. Affordability snapped quietly. People moving here thought it was affordable until the numbers hit them. Families have to compromise on space. Commuting got longer, and suddenly, good school districts aren't reachable. This correction won't make headlines. It'll just grind downward while sellers stay hopeful and buyers stay cautious. Number 8. Sacramento, California. Sacramento was supposed to be the affordable California escape. Then it stopped being affordable. Tech spillover slowed, rates stayed high, buyers disappeared. Even lifestyle-wise, locals are feeling it. Restaurants are pricier. Commuting is worse. The vibe of easy living now comes with a giant price tag. This market doesn't need a recession, and it already ran out of justification. Number 9. Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta is dangerous because it still looks healthy on the surface. Inventory is rising. Price cuts are growing. Investors are quietly pulling back. Optimism is loud. Neighborhoods still look full. Restaurants are busy. People are buying homes like everything is normal. Number 10. Denver, Colorado. Denver priced itself like growth would never slow. Now hiring is cooling. Buyers are cautious. Sellers are slowly realizing the peak already passed. Even city life feels different. Traffic is down in some areas. Some neighborhoods are quietly emptying, and houses are staying on the market longer. This market won't collapse dramatically. It'll just take a long, uncomfortable walk back to reality. So no, 2026 won't bring a nationwide housing apocalypse, but these markets, they're already bending. And when housing math stops working, prices always follow. I'll see you in the next one.